Hello, everybody, and welcome to the channel. And we got some post 1960 Bats games coming at you. We got the Boston Red Sox traveling out west to LA to take on the Angels. And to lead it off here for Boston in the first game. Out in LA is going to be Dustin Pedroia playing second. Batting second, playing shortstop is Nomar Garcia-Pera. Batting third is third baseman Boggs. Batting fourth, playing first base is Ortiz. Batting fifth, playing right field is Evans. Batting sixth, playing center field is Lynn. Batting seventh, playing left field is Yastrzemski. Batting eighth, doing the catching is Fisk. And on the mound, pitching and batting ninth for the Boston Red Sox is Pedro Martinez. And hometown LA Angels. Leading off, playing left field is Estrada. Batting second, doing the catching is Downing. Batting third, playing center field is Trout. Batting fourth, playing right field is Anderson. Batting fifth, playing first base is Joyner. Batting sixth, playing third base is the Sensei. Batting seventh, playing second base is Gritch. Batting eighth and playing shortstop is Ibar. And on the mound, batting ninth is Dean Chance. Now down to LA we go to get this game started, folks. And you see LA's upcoming schedule. They got two more games here against Boston. And then they go on the road to take on the Indians. Dustin's batting a .174 with no homers and 2 RBIs. Dean Chance, this is his second appearance. He's 0-1, but with only a 2.57 ERA. Take a look at these Boston Red Sox. They're 2-3, and they are 4 games behind the Yankees. Pedro is batting a .174. Boggs is only batting a .158. Garcia-Pera is batting .261. Evans .273, and Vaughn .125. Tim Wakefield with a 4.5 ERA. Clemens and Martinez with a 2.57 ERA. Bill Lee a 7.5, and Buckholz with a 3.6. Let's get down to the field here and get started as Ken Castro joins us. Here's the pitch to Dustin, and that's going to be against a righty at 23. That's going to be a fly ball out to center field, and Mike Trout traces it down and makes the catch for out number 1. 1 up and 1 down here in the top of the first. And Nomar's up with Garcia-Pera, batting, like I say, .261 with no homers and 3 RBIs. And that's going to be a ground ball down the duck to Sensei, one of the better fielding third basemen in the game. And he boots that ball, folks. That's going to be an E5. And Nomar gets on here with 1 out. Here comes Wade Boggs off to a slow start. Boggs only batting a .158 with no homers and 2 RBIs. And we're going to do a little hit and run, try to get his bat going. And that's going to pay off because that's going to be a single in the right field. That's going to get the runner down the third. And we got first and third and 1 out. And LA is going to play back the Angels for the double play ball with David Ortiz up. And David's batting 0 for 10, folks. And he has obviously no homers and no RBIs. And that's going to be a ground ball down the third. Let's see if the Sensei can make up for this and go and get the double play ball. That'll be a 36 and a 5. That should be fielding column 1. Yep, that'll be fielding column 1. And with the defense back, And that's going to be an out at first. He's going to safe at first. He's going to throw the runner out at second. The other holds. So he looks Nomar back to third. He fires over to second to get the lead runner. And now we still got first and third, but now there's 2 outs. Nice job by the sensei. And Dwight Evans comes to the plate, batting .273. He's got 2 homers and 5 RBIs. And that's going to be a base on balls. So Dean loads the bases up here. And that brings up Freddie Lynn. Freddie, man, this is not who you want up. It's one of the few Red Sox that's actually hitting the ball. He's batting .375. He's got a homer and 2 RBIs. Here's the pitch to Freddie. And that's going to be a ground ball down the first. 33 and a 5. And he'll take it, toss it over to Dean covering. And that'll be out number 3. And the Red Sox leave the bases loaded, folks. And we go to the bottom of the first. Boston nothing. And LA coming to bat with Estrada, Downing, and Trout. Yeah, I'm rooting for the Angels too. It'd be nice to see Dean get a victory here. And Estrada's batting .250 with 1 homer and an RBI. Pedro Martinez is second start of the year with no record and only has a 2.57 ERA. So both of these pitchers, Dean's 0-1 with a 2.57, and Pedro didn't get a win. So neither one of these teams able to put runs on the board for these pitchers in their first outing. And you can see the Angels are in last place out west. They're 2 games behind the Rangers. Trout batting .263. Bobby Grich batting $158. The Sensei 200. Downing up .091. Estrada .250. Frank Tanana with a 1.12 ERA. Like I say, Dean will start this game with a 2.57 ERA. And Chuck with a 3.87. Bob Lee a 3.38. And let's get down here and get the first pitch of the bottom of the first. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Nomar at short. He fires over to first for out number 1. Brings up Brian Downing. Like I say, just said he's struggling, batting .091, no homers and no RBIs. And that's going to be a ground ball down the bogs. He's up with it. He's going to fire over to first. That's 2 down. And Mr. Trout's up. Mike Trout batting .263, 3 homers and 6 RBIs. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Pedro strikes him out. And we go to the top of the second with no score. Bottom part of the order due up here for Boston. Yastrzemski, Fisk, and Martinez. Yastrzemski's batting .375 with a homer and an RBI to start the year. And that's going to be against the righty. 21 and 8. Is that a fly ball to center? Nope, that's a fly ball to Anderson out in right field for out number 1. And Carlton Fisk is up. He's batting .333, no homers and an RBI. And that's going to be a 9. And that'll be a ground ball down the third. The Sensei fires over to first for out number 2. You see the team comparisons there. Boston 2-3, the 204 average, 280 on base, 353 slugging, and a 632 OPS. And the Angels are 1-4 with a 182 average, 231 on base, and a slugging of 373 and a 603 OPS. And here's Pedro, and he's 0 for 2 on the year. And he gets us, drives that ball into center field. Trout has to go back on it, but he chases it down. Pedro shows a little pop there, but that's out number 3. 1, 2, 3 goes Boston. To the bottom of the second we go. We got Anderson, Joyner, and the Sensei due up. And Anderson, Mr. Anderson's batting .250 with a homer and 2 RBIs. And he gets a hold of this, gets this ball into the matrix, and that's going to be an infield hit. Nice play by Pedro to keep it on the infield, but he gets a base hit out of the deal. So Anderson's down at first, and that brings up Wally, World Wally Joyner. And we'll go ahead and do a little hit and run here with Wally. See what happens here. Wally batting .250 on the year with no homers and 1 RBI. And that's going to be a 20 and a 9. And that's going to be a perfectly executed. That ball is hit through short. Wally goes the other way with no more covering on the hit and run, and that's going to be a base hit in the left field, and the runner's going to get down to third. And now nobody out. And the Angels with the chance to take the lead here in Boston again early in this game. They're going to play back for the double play. The Sensei and Joyner, not the fleetest of people out there. The Sensei's batting .200. Does have a homer and an RBI. And that's going to be against a righty, 26 and a 9. And that's going to be popped up. That's going to be pumped up down to second. And infield fly rule will be in effect. That'll be out number 1. So now it's up to Bobby Grich to do something, and Bobby's batting a .158. No homers and no RBI. And that's going to be 23. And that's going to be a fly ball out to left field. And Yaz has got a good arm out there. 62 and a 3. Might be fielding column 2, though. 62, 3. Yep. That is column number 2. And a 50. Let's see if Anderson is going to score with no throw. 26 or lower. Let's see here. 26 is 52 or lower. And he'll score on the sacrifice fly. And he's in there. So Bobby gets a sacrifice fly. Puts the Angels up by 1. Now there's 2 outs and a runner down at first. And up to the plate steps Apba. And he's batting a .182 with no homers and no RBIs as Clinton Parks joins us here. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. He strikes him out, but the Angels score 1 on the sacrifice fly. Take a 1-0 lead into the top of the third. Got the top of the order due up here. Dustin, Nomar, and Wade. And Dustin's 0 for 1 today. And he gets a hold of this one, folks. Where's this one going to land at? And that ball is high. How far is this one going to go is the question. Chances got that H. Can he take this homer away from him? Nope. That ball is high. That ball is far. That ball is going. And just like that, it's 1-1. As Dustin gets his first homer of the year. And now you got Nomar Garcia-Pera up. He's 0 for 1. He did reach on an error his first time up. And that's going to be a base on ball. So he's on base for the second time today. Old Dean didn't like having the lead for long, did he? And now Wade Boggs is up. He's 1 for 1. He's singled back in the first. And that's going to be a 22. And that's going to be popped up Popped up down the short. And that'll be out number 1. And now you got David Ortiz up. Angels looking for that ground ball double play. He did ground out into a fielder's choice his first time up. And that's going to be a fly ball out to left. Darren makes the catch for out number 2. It's up to Dwight Evans to try to get the lead here for Boston. And Dwight, he walked his first time up. Not this time, folks. That's going to be a 25. And that's going to be a double in the right field. Anderson's got a good arm out there, but with 2 outs, you would think Nomar should be able to score here. 34, so it's only going to be a 65 or 6. He's out. 64 lower, he's safe. And he's in there. That's an RBI double by Evans. And that gives the Red Sox the lead. And it is 2-1. Still got a runner down at second. And 2 outs for Mr. Freddie Lynn. He's 0 for 1. Grounded out the first, his first time up. And that's going to be a ground ball back to Dean. And, a ground ball down to Wally. Wally's got it, fires over to Dean. But 2 runs score, 1 on the homer, and the other by the Dwight Evans double. And it's 2-1 Boston. As we go to the bottom of the 3rd, you got Dean up, followed by Darren and Brian. And Dean is 0 for 2 on the year. Can he get on the base here, folks? And that's going to be a swing and a miss. That'll be out number 1. That's Pedro's 3rd strikeout of the game. And Estrada's up now. And he is 0 for 1, grounded out his first time up. And that's going to be against the 21. It's going to be a ground ball down to Wade Boggs. He fires over to David for out number 2. It's up to Brian Downing here to try to get something going. And Brian's 0 for 1. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. He strikes Brian out for out number 3. 1, 2, 3 goes the Angels. To the top of the 4th we go in a 2-1 ball game. Well, let's see who the other shortstops are. Yep, it sure is Jim Fregosi is the other shortstop. Yeah. It was his 1970 year. He batted .278, 22 homers, 82 RBIs, and 70. Yep. All righty, you got the bottom part of the order due up here for Boston. Yastrzemski, Fisk, and Pedro. And Yaz 0 for 1 today. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Dean strikes him out for out number 1. See Boston's upcoming schedule. They got 2 more games here in LA. Then they finally go home and play Seattle in Fenway Park. Carlton Fisk 0 for 1 today. He grounded out his first time up. And that's going to be a fly ball out the right field. Mr. Anderson makes the catch for out number 2. And here's Pedro. He's 0 for 1 today. He did hit the ball right on the head, but Trout was able to track it down. And that's going to be a fly ball this time to Anderson. A little easier play for him. And that's 1, 2, 3 goes Boston. To the bottom of the 4th. And the Angels trailing by 1. And we got Trout, Anderson, and Joyner, the 3, 4, 5 hitters due up. Mike's 0 for 1. He struck out back in the 1st. And that's going to be a base on balls. So Mike walks on down the 1st. And run at first. Go ahead, run at the plate. And Garrett Anderson. And he singled and came around to score the first run of the ball game back in the 2nd. And here's the pitch to Anderson. And that's going to be a ground ball back to Martinez. And actually, it's not going to be a ground ball. It's going to be a swing and a miss. He strikes Anderson out for out number 1. And Wally whirls up. And Joyner, he's singled back in the second. And that's going to be a rare play, probably a 24. 8. It might not be. Might actually pick the runner off here. That's what's going to happen. They're going to pick off Trout at first. What's he thinking, folks? What was he thinking? And was that the catcher that picked him off? Sure was. Nice play by Fisk. Picks off Trout. Now there's 2 outs. Nobody on for Wally. And here's the pitch. And that's going to be a ground ball. Nope, that's going to be a swing and a miss, ain't it? Nope, ground ball down the second. And that'll end the inning. Ain't that crazy? 10 runs in the 8th inning and lose the ball game. I didn't see it. No, that is nuts. And you see the team comparisons here. 51 strikeouts, 27 walks, 12 doubles, and 1 triple for Boston. LA, 47 strikeouts, 14 walks, 12 doubles, and 2 triples. Dustin's up. He homered his last time up, folks. He's 1 for 2. And that is going to be a base hit in the right field. He's off to a darn good start in this ball game. Trying to get that average up there to be respectable. So runner down at first. Nobody out for Nomar. He's 0 for 1. He has reached on an error and walked and came around the score. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. That'll be out number 1. Can it have? 7th. And Wade Boggs is up now. And Boggs, he is 1 for 2. He singled back in the first. Boggs do some damage here. And try to give Boston an insurance run. 1 down, 1 on. And he gets a hold of this one, folks. And that's going to be a ripple in the left field. That brown-eyed handsome man's headed for third, and he's going to be safe with an RBI triple. And it is now 3-1. David Ortiz is up. That's going to force the infield in. They can't afford to give up any more runs the way Pedro's pitching. So the infield's going to be in. David's 0 for 2. He is grounded into a force play and flown out. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be a fly ball out the left field. And let's see if Boggs, not the fastest of runners, can score here. That'll be a 4. That'll be a 35. He ain't even going to chance it. Boggs is going to stay put. Now there's 2 outs. And a runner down to third. And Dwight Evans, who is 1 for 1 today. He has an RBI double back in the third and walk. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Trout. And that'll end the inning. But Boston scores 1 on the triple by Boggs. And it's 3-1 Red Sox. As we go to the bottom of the 5th, the Sensei Gritch and Apba do up. And Doug 0 for 1 today. And that's going to be a base on balls. And the Angels need a base runner here. That'll bring the tying run to the plate and Bobby Gritch. And Bobby is got a sacrifice fly in this ball game. First at bat, and that ball is clobbered, folks. That ball is high. That ball is far. That ball is gone. Bobby Gritch has just tied this ball game up. It's 3 apiece. That was Bobby's first homer of the year on second and third RBIs. Nice job by Bobby Gritch to tie this game up. Still nobody out. And Apba, he's 0 for 1. He struck out first time up. And that's going to be a rare play. 39 and a 35. And That's going to be 20. That's going to be hit out in front of the plate. Let's see what Fisk can do with this. And that's going to be a nice play by Fisk. He picks the ball up, fires over to first for out number 1. 1 down now. And Dean's up the bat now with a tie ball game. And Dean is 0 for 1. He struck out his first time up. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Pedro's 6th strikeout of the game. And now you got Darren up. And Darren's 0 for 2. He's grounded out the short and third. And this is going to be a base on balls. Boston now sees a go-ahead run down at first. Can Martinez stop the bleeding here? And Brian Downing's 0 for 2 today. Not anymore, folks. He squares this one up. See where this one lands. Strada has excellent speed, and that's going to be a double in the right field. Evans with the arm out there, and that's going to be a 52 minus a 34 plus a 16. And again, that's going to be a 64 or lower. Only a 65 or a 66 gets him, and he's in there. And now the Angels scored 2 and still got score 3 and still got a runner down at second and take a 4-3 lead here. And are you chanting, "Who's your daddy?" out to Pedro? And now Mike Trout comes to the plate. Can he add an insurance run here for the Angels? He's 0 for 1. He did walk back in the 4th. And that's going to be another base on balls. Pedro wants nothing to do with Mike today. Now it's first and second, still 2 outs. And Garrett Anderson up. Anderson's 1 for 2. He singled and came around the score in the second. And that's going to be a ground ball down the second. He'll go to short way over to Nomar. That'll end the inning, but 3 runs gives the Angels a 4-3 lead as we go to the top of the 6th. You got Lynn, Yastrzemski, and Fisk as Hunter joins us here. Check out his channel, folks. And Freddie is 0 for 2 today. He is grounded out twice. And that's going to be a fly ball out to his counterpart Trout in center field for out number 1. And Yaz comes to the plate. He's 0 for 2 today. And that's going to be a fly ball out the right field. Anderson says he has it, and he does for out number 2. And Carlton Fisk now comes up. And Fisk is 0 for 2. He's grounded out and flown out. And that's going to be a ground ball down the third. The Sensei picks it cleanly, fires over to first. 1, 2, 3 goes Boston. To the bottom of the 6th we go. We got Wally World due up here, followed by the Sensei and Gritch. And Wally's 1 for 2 today. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Pedro strikes him out. They want Pedro to get through this 6th inning. He's due to lead off the 7th. And the Sensei comes up now. He's 0 for 1, but he walked and came around the score in the 5th. And that's going to be a fly ball. Nope, that's going to be a ground ball down to Nomar. He fires over to first for out number 2. And that leaves it up to Bobby Gritch to do something. He hit a 2-run homer. He's got 3 RBIs on the day, folks. Give the tip of the cap to Bobby. He drove in 3 out of the 4 runs, but not this time. That's a ground ball down the bogs. 1, 2, 3 goes Boston. To the 7th inning we go. It's a 4-3 Angels lead. We'll have a pitch hitter here for Martinez. Then we got the top of the order coming up after that. Let's see who's going to come off the bench here and pitch hit. And Devers is going to come off the bench, the lefty. See if he can get on base here. bring the tying run to the down at first, the go-ahead run to the plate here. And Raphael is 0 for 1 on the year. Here's the pitch to him, and that's going to be a base on balls. And that might get the bullpen up here in the 7th. Dean's due up second in the bottom of the 7th. But now you got the tying run at first. Go ahead run at the plate. Dustin's already homered. He's having a hell of a game. He's 2 for 3 against Dean. He is a homer and a single. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Chance gets him. That's his 3rd strikeout of the game. And Nomar's up now. Nomar is 0 for 2. He has reached base twice. He has reached on a error. He's walked and came around the score in the 3rd. And that's going to be a lazy fly ball out to Darren out and left. That's 2 outs here. It's up to Mr. Boggs to try to tie this game up. And he's 2 for 3. He had a triple his last time up. Drove in a run, and that ball is high. How far is this one going to go, folks? Not far enough. That ball is off the wall, out in right field. Anderson picks it up, and he's going to try to score from first. See if he can make it here. 2, a 34, and a 10. That'll be a 28. So that'll be a 54 or lower. It's a tie ball game. Here's the throw from Garrett Anderson. And he's in there safely. That's an RBI double by Boggs. And it's a tie ball game, folks. Boggs delivers here now. You got the go-ahead run down at second. And David Ortiz is 0 for 3. He has flown out the left twice and grounded into a fielder's choice. This will probably be Dean's last batter one way or the other. And it's going to be a fly ball out to Darren and left. But the tying run scores. We get to the 7th inning stretch. It's a 4-4 ball game. Boston does not have a lefty in the bullpen. So let's see who's going to come out here and pitch. That is the question. No lefty in the bullpen. Let's see here. Let's look at the sim stats here. Look at the sim stats instead of the real life stats. Okay. And let's see here. Definitely not bringing Papelbon out yet. So who do they want to bring out here? That is the question. Say, I don't think it's going to be Papelbon. Don't want to waste him in this tie ball game. Bring him out if you get the lead.
Raditz.
Is Dick going to come out? Yep, Dick Raditz is going to come out and pitch. Try to keep this a tie ball game. We thought about it long enough. So Dick will come out and pitch the bottom of the 7th here in a 4-4 tie. This is his 3rd appearance, and he hasn't given up a run. He has no record, and he'll be facing Apba, a pitch hitter for Chance, and top of the order. Apba is 0 for 2 today, and that's going to be a fly ball. That's going to be a swing and a miss. Dick strikes him out, folks. So 1 down here. That'll be it for Dean. He still has a chance to win this game, folks. Still has a chance to win it here. Let's see who's going to come off the bench for him. And Ohtani's going to come off the bench. See if he can get something going here with one out in the bottom of the seventh. And Ohtani is batting 182 on the year. He's got 2 homers and 2 RBIs, though. Here's the pitch to Ohtani, and that's going to be a 20. That's going to be a fly ball out the deep left field. Yaz goes back near the track, makes the catch for out number 2. So we're back to the top of the order, and Darren. Can Darren do something here with 2 outs? He's over 2. He did walk back in the 5th and came around to score. And that's going to be a base on balls. So the go-ahead runs down at first. And is Darren going to take off here and try to get in the scoring position? E30. So he has, I believe he is going to take off. That'll make him a 27 with 2 outs, like I say, getting in the scoring position. So that'll be a 53 or lower. Darren will steal here. That's got any stolen bases on the year? Nope, he's been caught once. So here he goes. I said it was a 27, so that'll be a 53 or lower. He's safe. And he's in there with his first stolen base of the year, folks. So that's a stolen base runner in scoring position now with 2 outs. And can Brian Downey do something here? He's got an RBI double back in the 5th. And Darren's in scoring position. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Carl. And that'll be out number 3. And now Angels strand 1. We go to the 8th. It's still tied up 4 apiece. Yeah, like I say, he's not bad, but that bullpen of theirs, he's like one of the worst in the bullpen for him, Clinton. That's how damn good that bullpen is. You got Papelbon, and the Master Game's a 28. You got Stanley, he's a 15. He's the worst. Derek's an 18. And Aru is 24. Like I say, they got a hell of a bullpen. Oh, cool. Ken says he met old Dick at a card show. And now he's going to come out of the bullpen. And the Angels has got a damn good bullpen. He's going to come out of the bullpen for them. That is the question. Who you got coming up here? You got Evans and then the lefties. Do they got a lefty in the bullpen? They don't have a lefty in the bullpen. And I think I'm going to bring out my man, Donnie Moore. Donnie Moore is going to come out here, try to keep this a tie ball game. Let's see here. Harvey's not going to pitch. He's tired. So we know that. So they're down to 4 men in the bullpen here. So yeah, it's going to be more in case this game goes a little while. So Donnie's going to come out, trying to keep this a tie ball game here in the top of the 8th. And Donnie, his 3rd appearance of the year. No record with a 1.93 ERA. And he'll be facing Evans, Lynn, and Yastrzemski coming up here. And Dwight's 1 for 2. He has walked and doubled and drove in a run today. And that ball is hit hard. That ball is blasted down the first base line. And Evans has got himself another double, folks. A leadoff double for Dwight Evans. Go ahead run down at second. And Freddie Lynn's up. And the question, well, they're both hitting well. So the question, do you walk Freddie, try to set up the double play? And Freddie, 0 for 3. Do we pitch to him or walk him and set up the double play? I think we intentionally walk him, set up the double play. That's what they're going to do. Now you got your Skrimskis up, first and second. Nobody out. Yaz is 0 for 3. He has flown out and struck out. And that didn't pay off because that ball is high. That ball is far. Yaz says, walk to get to me? Hell no. That's a 3-run homer. And just like that, it's 7-4. That strategy. Don is shaking his head. Still nobody out. And now you got Pudge up. He's 0 for 3. He's grounded out to third and flown out. And that's going to be a ground ball down the third. And Doug DeSensei, for the second time today, it's going to be an E5. And that's not good at all. The Angels' wheels are coming off the cart. That's going to be it for Dick. They're going to pitch it for him. And let's see who's going to come off the bench here. And Mo Vaughn's going to come off the bench. See what Mo can do. And Mo Vaughn is batting a $125. He does have a homer and 2 RBIs. And here's the pitch to Mo. And that's going to be against the righty, a 19. And that's going to be a fly ball out the left field. That'll be out number 1. And now you got the top of the order to up Dustin. He is having a hell of a game. He's 2 for 4 with a homer. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Trout. That'll be out number 2. Now Nomar is up. And he's 0 for 3. Been on base twice. And that's going to be a fly ball out to right field. So a fly to left, center, and right finally ends the inning. But the 3-run homer by Yastrzemski gives the Red Sox a 7-4 lead, folks. So we go to the bottom of the 8th. Who's going to come out of the bullpen here? You got the big boys coming up. And do you bring Papelbon in for a 2-inning save? I think you do. It's going to be Papelbon coming in for a 2-inning save. This is the one you need him. You don't let him pitch this 8th inning, you might give up the lead here. So Papelbon's coming in the game. I'm going to try to get a 2-inning save here. Got the big boys coming up here in the 8th. And where's Papelbon at? And Papelbon, this is his second appearance of the year. He's 1-0 with a 9 ERA. He's got Trout, Anderson, and Joyner. Here's the pitch to Mike, who's 0 for 1. He has walked twice and struck out, has yet to put the ball in play, and he still hasn't because that's a swing and a miss. Papelbon strikes him out for out number 1. Mr. Anderson's up now, and he is 1 for 3. Came around the score. That's going to be a ground ball down the short. No, that's a swing and a miss. Papelbon strikes out the first 2 batters he faces. As Legend Sports Universe joins us here, folks. And now you got Wally up. He's 1 for 3 today. And Papelbon strike out the side here in the 8th inning. Nope, that ball is high. How far is this ball going to go, folks? That is a Home run Wally Joyner makes it a 2-run ball game. It's 7-5. These Angels ain't giving up yet. You got Doug the Sensei up. He's 0 for 2. He has walked and came around to score in the 5th. And that's going to be a ground ball down the bogs. That'll end the inning. But 1 run scores. It's 7-5 as we go to the top of the 9th. They're going to leave Donnie out here, try to keep this now a 2-run game. He couldn't keep it a tie ball game. He's got Boggs, Ortiz, and Evans due up. Wade having a hell of a game, 3 for 4 with a double and a triple and 2 RBIs. Excuse me, and that's a swing and a miss. Donnie strikes him out for out number 1. Now the Big Pappy's up. He's 0 for 4. He has flown out the left 3 times and has grounded into a fielded choice. And that's going to be a ground ball out in front of the plate. Brian's not that great of a catcher. A 55. It's going to be a fielding column 3. And that's going to be an error as he can't handle that Baltimore chop. He fumbles, bumbles, and stumbles, and that's an E2. So David's down at first now. That is the 3rd error of the game for the Angels. And Dwight Evans is up 2 for 3 with 2 doubles and an RBI. Here's the pitch to Dwight. And that's going to be a 23, a fly ball. Nope, that's going to be a ground ball. Back to the mound. 35 and a 1's probably fielding column 2. Nope, fielding column 3. Out at first. And the runner will get down to second. 1-3 put out. Now insurance runs down at second for Freddie Lynn. And Freddie's 0 for 3. Remember, Freddie was intentionally walked, and then Yaz comes up and hits the 3-run homer to give him a 7-4 lead in the top of the 8th. And this time they pitch to Freddie. Well, no, they don't. As Donnie kind of pitches around him again, walks him on his own. And here comes Yaz up, and he's already hit a 3-run homer off of Donnie. He is 1 for 4 today with that homer back in the 8th. Here's the pitch to Yaz. And that is going to be 2 balls and no strikes. He falls behind on him. Here's the 2-0 pitch. And that's going to be a 10 against the 19. And that is going to be a fly ball in the deep center field. Trout at the warning track makes the catch. Donnie gives a big sigh of relief. We go to the bottom of the 9th. It's 7-5 Boston. You got Gritch, Apba, and a pitch hitter for Donnie due up here. Bobby remembers 1 for 2 today. He homered. He had a 2-run homer back there in the 5th. And he also has a sacrifice fly in the 2nd inning. And that's going to be a fly ball. Nope, that's going to be a swing and a miss. Papelbon strikes him out for out number 1. Apba's up. And he is 0 for 3. He has struck out twice and grounded out. And he gets a hold of this, spins that ball in the right field. Evans gets over quickly, holds him to a single. Apba's in there safely. Wait a second, maybe he's not. We better recheck this. I'm all confident. I forgot about Papelbon being a 28. And that's not. That's going to be a ground ball down the 2nd. Fucking Papelbon is awesome, folks. Sorry about that. That's a ground ball down the 2nd. And there's 2 outs now. Nice play down there by Dustin. Takes the hit away. And now we're down to the last out here for the Angels. He's going to come off the bench here. And Desmond's going to come off. Figgins is going to come out of the bench. Bat from the left side here. See if he can get aboard here and bring the tying run up to the plate. And Figgins is looking for his first base hit of the year. He's 0 for 3. Here's the pitch to him down to the last out. And that's going to be an infield hit. Fagans does his job here. Well, let's not be that confident again. Let's look this up. It might not be. I'm getting too confident here. That'll be a 29. Nope, that is going to be a ground ball down the third. Wade Boggs takes the hit away from him, and that's a 1-2-3 ninth inning. And Papelbon does his job. And the Red Sox win this ball 7-5. Take a look here at the box score. Nice job by Papelbon. And the Red Sox, 7 runs on 8 hits and no errors. The Angels, 5 runs, 5 hits, and 3 errors. Old Dustin with 2 for 5. Old Boggs, 3 for 5 with 2 RBIs. You had Yaz with a 3-run homer. Boston was only 1 for 8 with runners in scoring position, left 9 men on base. Could have really blew the game open. Wally World is the only Angel with a multi-hit game. He was 2 for 4. Angels didn't have many opportunities. 0 for 3 with runners in scoring position, left 4 men on base. The homers by Joyner and Gritch. And Pedro goes 6 innings of no decision, 4 hits, 4 runs, walked 4, struck out 7, gave up a homer. And Dick comes in, gets his first win of the year, pitches 1 inning, walked 1, struck out 1. And Papelbon gets his first save of the year, goes 2 innings, 1 hit, 1 run, struck out 3, and gave up a homer. And Dean, he goes 7 innings of no decision baseball, 6 hits, 4 runs, walked 3, struck out 3, and gave up a homer. Donnie Moore gets his first loss of the year, 2 innings, 2 hits, 3 runs, walked 2. One of them was intentional, struck out 1, and gave up the 3-run homer, the Yaz. And that was your ball game, folks. Check out the leaderboard here and the standings. And the Yankees are 3 games up on Toronto. Baltimore and Boston are 3.5 games back, and Tampa Bay 4.5. And in the Central, you got the Tigers a half a game up on Cleveland. KC is a game back. Minnesota and Chicago are a game and a half back. And in the West, Texas is a game and a half up on Seattle and Oakland. And the Angels are 2.5 games back. And I'm not sure about this, folks. Alomar, they got him as leading the league in batting. But I know darn well, old Tomei, Jim's batting .533. Unless he doesn't have enough at bats, but then why in the hell do they have him in there for the homers and the RBIs? I don't know, but I think Jim Tomey's leading the league with a .533 ERA, and I don't know what's up with the game here, not putting him in there as the leader, unless, like I say, he doesn't have enough at bats. You got Roger Maris leading the league with 5 homers and 13 RBIs. And right now, the ERA leader's at 0. And the only 2-game winner in the American League right now is the Gator, Ron Guidry. And JJ with Seattle Mariners has 3 saves on the year. As Nathan joins us, nice to see you, bud. And right now, Roger Maris is leading in the MVP voting, and the Gators leading in the Cy Young. So Yankees leading in the MVP race and the Cy Young race. And the next game on the channel will be the second game of this 3-game series. Take a look here at the pitching matchup for this game, number 2. And it'll be the Rocket, Mr. Clemens, going up against Chuck Finley. Game number 2. Nice to see you too, buddy. So that'll be game number 2 of this series. Will be the Rocket Roger Clemens going up against Chuck Finley. Should be a good pitching matchup. See what happens here. See some strikeouts maybe by the Rocket. I want to thank Nathan, Legends. Check out Legend Sports Universe channel. Ken Castro, Clinton Parks, Hunter. Check out Hunter's channel, folks. And I believe that was everybody. I want to thank y'all for stopping by. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, folks. It don't cost nothing. Hit that bell for reminders. And on your way out, smack that like button and leave a comment. Till next time, y'all have a great day. And take care all. Before we leave here, let's see if Legends is doing something later here tonight. Give Legends a chance here to tell us if he's playing a game tonight. And if so, who it is. Maybe Legends has already left the building. It looks like. Alrighty, folks. Until next time, y'all have a great day. Take care.